Hello and welcome back, viewers, to Grumble Plays, a new Let's Play series, episodes coming out every other Sunday on early access for patrons and supporters, and now, if you've just wandered in off Twitter or YouTube or wherever else, live for everyone. On Grumble Plays, I play essentially whatever the hell I like, doing the voices, having a chat, dreaming about video games while playing other video games. I'm having a great time, I hope you will too. Let's get into it. Hi everyone, and welcome back to episode 6 of our NeoCab Let's Play. If you'll recall, last week we had a lot of luck, really, with our passengers, because everyone was lovely. We also visited Carlos at his practice, and got an impromptu, let's call it therapy session, which was not directly advertised as such, but which I think we can all agree we desperately needed. We found out some more stuff about SAVY and about Jace. Most distressingly, there was a protest that, thanks to Capra's instigation, turned violent, and we got several messages from people asking for help. I made the call to get Liam out first. I'm not sure what's happened to Ali. I'm hoping we can reconnect with her today. And then we did actually have a message from SAVY asking us to get Jace out. A call that I did not follow, and must confess do not feel especially bad about that I didn't. But we will see whether today we'll, catch the backlash for one or several of those decisions, and I guess it's up to us whether Lena's gonna turn the other cheek. Night 6. I checked my phone for another message from SAVY the second I woke up. Nothing. We do currently, as we can see, have impeccable rating. Oh my goodness me. Lena, are you there? I'm scared. Please let me know as soon as you get this. I mean, that's the gist of what we're saying. That is not helping, and this is very much how I'm feeling, so let's go with that one. Tell me where you are. Please, chill. I can't deal with this anxiety right now. Are you kidding me? I'll tell you as soon as it's safe, okay? But not right now. I need your help. Oh, you need my help, but, you're not. I'm running out of time. Just one more thing, and then this will all be over. I stole something big, but it's locked, encrypted. Oh, yeah. You know how Charlie, her contact or co-worker or supervisor or whatever the hell at Capra told us that something went missing, and because it's, under his purview, they blamed him. But he's got a feeling that SAVY is involved. Yeah. And he did tell us about the encryption, I believe. So it's just like, this is all just sending me right now. Like, she's like, I'm scared. Please let me know as soon as you get this. And, she just vanished off the face of the fucking earth. And we're understandably a little bit freaked out, especially because she keeps holding back on us. And, we use caps lock one single time. She's like, please chill, I can't deal with this anxiety right now. You think you can't deal with this anxiety? It's like in Hunt for Red October, where like Captain Ramius warns Jack Ryan that, you know, they're in a nuclear Soviet submarine, so, you know, things down there don't react well to bullets. And Jack's just like, oh, this stuff doesn't react well to bullets? I don't react well to bullets. This is me not reacting well to bullets right now. We're anxious as fuck, Savvy. But you don't care, do you? Oh no, Savvy. Can you get rid of it? Nope, it's too late for that. I gotta stay in hiding until we crack these files open. Can you do just one thing for me? Is this about Capra? Do not use that word. It's not safe. Who's caps locking now? You know, frankly, Savvy, I can't deal with that anxiety right now either, so... Just trust me. Can you deliver the files to someone who can help? Please. I might know someone. I met this, like, quantum hacker. She can crack anything, apparently. Perfect. Don't say any more here. Can you get to them now? Yeah, what do I tell her? Tell her we have 4 terabyte of data, ridiculously strong encryption, and no passphrase. Ridiculously. Tell her it's life or death that we read these files. Then what? Text me if your friend is for real, then we can finally meet up. I'll send you a pin. You got this? One more thing. How am I getting these files? No worries at all. You already have them. What? I left them on that fit. Savvy. In the 5 or 6 nights since you went missing, I have been driving around the city. I have had 2 really, really tense confrontations with LOPD. If they decided to take me in for whatever reason and found those files on that field grid, do you have any idea the shit that I would have been in? Like, they would not care that Lena only came here after that stuff was stolen. I would be made an accomplice faster than I can say Jabberwocky. And she just... You hid your stolen shit with me? I thought this was a present? And oh yeah, sure, you know, it was. It also happened to be the only device I had when I got my opening. Brand new, so untraceable. Look, L Bunny, don't you fucking care, call me L Bunny right now. I had to think fast, please don't be mad. I'll explain everything, just get here soon. Good luck! Are you shitting me? Like, just... makes it sound like the super cool gift. And then just like saddles me with 4 terabyte of heavily encrypted stolen data without my knowledge or consent. I mean, like, if she, you know, if she'd handed us a freaking thumb drive and said, look, I'm not supposed to have this and I need to hide this somewhere, Lena probably would have done it. But as it is, she's just driving around with those 4 terabytes of highly encrypted illegal data, or illegally obtained data, on her wrist. Like, In character, I am right now so tempted to tear that thing off and throw it in the street and let a Capra car drive over it. That's... Savvy, that is incredible, even from you. And the nerve to call me L Bunny right now? Oh boy. I cannot even just, yeah, I can't even. I can't. I need to fuel up. Because we are low on fuel. Thankfully, this place is cheap. Oh, Christ. I've got chills, I'm so angry. Alright, so I'm guessing that the hacker we are thinking about is Una. So... oh, let's not fuck this up, shall we? Hello, Lena, old friend, loyal driver. Why, hello, Una, darling. How's reality? Slightly better. I've been setting people up on blind dates. Ooh. Have they worked out? I've received reports of 2 thrown drinks and 1 near fist fight. So, yes. Thanks for agreeing to meet on such short notice. Sorry if I sounded a bit frantic. Certainly entropic, I'm curious to say the least. In truth, I hoped I might see you again. You seem to make a timeline more interesting rather than less. Well, thank you. Now, coming from you, that's a compliment. It's a bit too interesting lately. I'd love to have one really boring week with great tips and a real bed. But you need a passphrase. Yes. Badly. My friend says it's life or death. Somehow it always is. Okay, so have you ever seen one of these bracelets before? Oh dear, yes. Very on trend, Lena. Feel good, is it? Feel grid. That's right. Hot new social startup, recently acquired by Capra for an obscene sum. Full access to blood data, terrible privacy policy. I wouldn't get within 10 nanometers of it. I wasn't exactly informed about any of that. Okay, it was a gift. I didn't know Capra owned them. It just sounded fun to know something about myself and maybe share it, right? I'm not trying to scold you. Just take this as a reminder that all new technology is a meeting at a crossroads, a bargain. And you're sure to get something out of it, some new insights, some power, but... well, you know the story. What deal did we make this time? It's not my deal. I don't even know the details yet, and that might be for the best. I felt my heart skip a beat, a flash of instinct that whatever Savvy was doing could get me into a world of trouble. Maybe Una knew I'd been wearing stolen tech the entire time. Maybe she had sensed it. I just know there are encrypted files stashed away in the bracelet. Can you take a look? I already am. This Fuel Grid wireless protocol is amateurish at best, a total pushover. Now, This file doesn't belong. Charlie_Elliot? Charlie's hard drive. Una stared into a hollow space, humming to herself. Yes, this file is something else. Military-grade quantum encryption enforced by the underlying medium. To attempt to read this without the passphrase would be to destroy its contents. You know, it's just light inside your little bangle. A tangle of photons twisted up tighter than you can imagine. A tiny hall of mirrors. But there's information in there too, right? Light is information, my dear. The rawest, juiciest kind of information. What are they teaching in schools these days? How can you read it? Easily. I love her. So you can just break into it? Oh dear, no, impossible. Thankfully, I won't have to decrypt it. Huh? Don't worry. What I mean is, I'm going to open this the easy way, using its passphrase. We don't know the passphrase. Let me ask you something. Whoops. If you had an infinite amount of time, how would you obtain the passphrase? I mean, I would love to tie Charlie to a chair. You know, not the sexy way, but the slightly torturous way. But we can't do that, and we don't have the time. So, just keep guessing. Exactly right. My dear, you have the knack for quantum statistics. I'm not sure I do, Una. But we don't have an infinite amount of time, do we? No, we have exactly as long as this ride takes, I would say. The amount of time we have is extremely non-infinite. To speed things along, I'll try every passphrase at once, using... magic? No, but sometimes it feels that way. It would have been easier to learn magic than quantum statistics. Why didn't I learn magic instead? Oh well. I still don't understand. There's a way of making the worlds, I should say, go a bit fuzzy. It takes quite a lot of practice, but... Una's eyes went glassy. Ah, there they are. If she was doing some sort of deep quantum computation, it didn't look like much. In fact, it just looked like a bored Pax staring out the window. Quiet, I'm working. I didn't say anything. You did in another timeline, very close to this one. Oh, couldn't tell my other self to shush then. I had never been scolded for something an alternate version of me had done. It felt unfair, but also sort of awesome. Maybe it was my imagination, but a chill seemed to settle in the car. Una was deep inside herself. Or outside herself, ranging through other worlds, farther and farther from this one. Trying a different passphrase in each one. Are you okay? Una emerged from her trance. Well, lucky us. That only took a few quadrillion attempts. What just happened? I told you. I saw nearly all the possible timelines branching out from this moment. It's very simple. Punishingly difficult, but simple. Did you get the passphrase? Oh, yes. I got it. That's amazing. Ah, but I failed so many times. 5 quadrillion attempts and change. It takes a lot out of you. You really saw all those other timelines? Yes, not with perfect clarity, but yes. What happened to me? Aren't you greedy? I go rustling for a needle in the haystack of reality, and you want to know if I found any diamonds while I was at it. I mean, yeah. I'm just curious. I know. I'm curious too, about everything. That's why I got into this line of work. The parts phrase is, well, it's a bit melodramatic. They usually are. It's pilgrims crossed airless Saharas. Pilgrims crossed airless Saharas. All lowercase with spaces. Better write that down in your journal, my dear. Just like that. I had it. What exactly are you going to do with this passphrase? Help a friend. Is that all? What do you mean, all? And the nearby timelines, I saw the possibility for a bit more excitement. And I like excitement. You mean you like chaos? You say that like it's a bad thing. Well, you know how this works. You're in my debt now. I know I am. Good. Who knows? Maybe I'll need a getaway driver. It would be an honor. You don't even care what I'm getting away from? Boredom, probably? Oh, I do like you. If that's all, then. We're right up here, dear. I love Una so much. I wouldn't mind learning more about how you do what you do. How you see the things you see. Una regarded me silently for a moment. Be careful what you ask for. And then, when all this is settled, come see me. Una scooched a bit, as if she was going to leave, but then, instead, she spoke. My dear, there's something I need to tell you. I sat here scouring all those timelines, and everything changed all around us. In one, a meteor crashed into Los Ojos. In another, a giant mutant worm rose up from below. Worm? Those weren't even the most unusual events. But through it all, there was a second phrase that seemed almost to match. This phrase wouldn't decrypt the drive you gave me, but it felt somehow entangled with its fate. Does the phrase, trust fund maggots, mean anything to you? How? I can't say more than that. I've seen what happens if I do. But perhaps I can say, your emotions are not your own. What does... No, that's all I can say. Goodbye, Lena. Una swept out of the car. She didn't zig and zag randomly like before, but walked briskly in a straight line. Getting away fast. I had the passphrase. It was time to see Savvy. Aw, Una gave us 5 stars. My favorite of all adjacent Lenas. Aw, Una, I love you. Thank you so much for helping us. Even though we're such a mess. Oh my god. That's a lot. Right, and we talked to Azul, and like they had the conspiracy theory that, or well, they weren't part of it, but they told us about conspiracy theories that Capra had Sophie, the ballerina, killed. Oh my goodness me. Oh, so wow, and the pin is just comfortably all the way across the city. How much of a dick move would it be if I went somewhere else first? Okay, so trust fund maggots is something connected to that frat boy incident. Who like were harassing Lena in the street, and then Savvy you know, shanghaied her into mucking up their van. And I believe spray painting trust fund maggots on the outside of it. So it's got something to do with that. And saying our emotions aren't our own just, you know, smacks of emotional manipulation, and that being part of the reason why Savvy, you know, gave us that, in addition to hiding stolen shit on our person, literally. So this was where she'd been all along, a lonely shipping container set apart from a sea of clones. A cloud of sage incense, oh god, hit me the moment I cracked the door. Could she be any more of a cliche? That smell took me back to when we first became friends, sitting cross-legged in Savvy's bedroom, whispering about her parents and drinking wine she took from work. She looked safe, comfortable, a little too comfortable for someone who'd ditched me on moving day. I'm not even... You found me, yeah, not for lack of trying. Can I ask her that? Am I angry enough to... What the hell is going on? So much, just so much. I promise I'll explain everything. Will you, though, Savvy? Did it work? Did you get the passphrase? Yeah, and I'm not sure I want to give it to you. She smiled at me, and her feel-good glowed like a small sun on her face. I mean, it was so good to see her. Oh god, we're hopeless, aren't we? I mean, one, we're hopeless because, you know, we see her and, you know, we see her smiling and like a little sun glowing on her face. Yeah, but is she happy to see us, or is she happy to see us because we have the passphrase? I mean, she is very comfortable in here. This is her little hideout. Like, I genuinely was worried that she'd been abducted. You know, that she was tied up in a basement somewhere. But no, she's in a shipping container, and she's got a little like little like cozy nook back there. Like, I just... Can I ask you something? All of these are good questions. What have you... Oh, she's gonna interrupt me, isn't she? Lena, it would take too long to explain. The answers are all in those files, I promise. Thank you so much for getting the passphrase, by the way. Can you tell it to me now so we can get to work? She was avoiding my question, but honestly, with Capra, she probably had a point about it being super complicated. Yeah, she has a point about it being super complicated, but you're her best friend. Right? Like, yes, it's complicated. But she literally made Lena her mule for stolen documents. Like, this... At least tell me why you stashed your stolen docs with me. I had no choice. Plus, I knew no one would suspect you. You just got here and you drive neocab. Look, that doesn't put me on LOPD's good side, by the way. You're practically a ghost. Yeah, I feel like a fucking ghost to you too, Savvy. Don't get upset. I just meant I knew you'd be fine. Yeah, like... You know, like you knew that all my friends who were stuck at that protest would be fine. So that I could go and save your 6'4" tall, burly boyfriend who's the leader of a whole movement. We're not just going to abandon him in the middle of a protest turned violent. Maybe. I've been better. I know, and trust me, same. This is so not what I pictured when I asked you to move in with me. Yeah, it better not have been. But I'm going to make it up to you. Yeah, and how many times have you said that over the years? I promise. Let's at least have a look at what we got, shall we? Can't hurt to take a peek. Let me see if my laptop is still paired to that thing. My feel-good buzzed as she connected to its onboard storage. I had figured she'd still have it. It figured she'd still have access since she'd hit the file set in the first place. Okay, so... Did she have, like... access to the field grid the entire time? Like, could she basically track me with it? Or something? Are you sure we want to do this? More than I've ever been about anything. Hey Athena. The passphrase is Pilgrims crossed airless Saharas. What's it doing? It's totally working! Yeah, no shit. Oh Capra, you are so fucked. My palms got sweaty as soon as I saw it. A massive trove of chat logs, docs, schematics. All watermarked Capra confidential in block letters. Whoa. Like, honestly, I mean, for one thing, I love mystery stories and I love investigative stories. But, you know, like, Savvy is acting like, you know, she and Lena are equally invested in this. And I mean, certainly Lena is invested in the concept of, you know, bringing Capra down. But, you know, this entire time, we've just been her unknowing, unwitting mule for this data. You know, until she felt it appropriate to let us know and to, you know, to ask yet another favor of us, which was to have, you know, to have someone figure out the decryption. But, you know, she's acting like we're in this together when we are really very much not. Like, usually, like, if I'd known that this was about, you know, corporate espionage and, like, finding the decryption and everything, if Lena had known about this from the start, she might even be excited about it. And, like, I, as a player, you know, as I'm invested in Lena, would be excited about it to find out what this finally is. But as it stands, I'm just pissed. I mean, yeah, it goes without saying that this is illegal. Lena, like, let's not even bring this up. You sure we'll find a smoking gun in there? Like, 1 million smoking guns. Did Charlie tell you what he does? No, he said it was a secret. But he definitely kept talking about how he couldn't talk about it. Because Charlie's a douche. Exactly. He's inner circle. Capra's up to some shady shit. I just know it. I'd had my share of revenge fantasies about Capra, but now that we were actually doing something, yeah, like, it would feel incredible if, you know, we'd been in this together, if she'd brought me here to help her, you know, because, I mean, Capra fucked over Lena so badly, and Savvy knows that, right? Like, Savvy knows that Capra pulled the rug out of under Lena. And as the reason, well, we're stone cold broke. And, you know, instead of bringing us on board, like, she kept us completely in the dark, made us her mule for 4 terabytes of illegally obtained data that could have gotten us into serious trouble if they'd been discovered before we found out about it. And so it, like, we've been in the dark every step of the way. And sure, she can say that she did that to protect us. She can even claim that, you know, she went up against Capra for what they did to Lena. But, like, Lena has no agency in this. You know, she's had revenge fantasies, but this is not her revenge fantasy. It's Savvy's. Because Savvy did it the way she approaches everything, with deceit. Ingratiating herself with the right people and then deceiving them. So, I don't think, like, if I were in that situation, it wouldn't feel incredible to me. I would just feel like shit. It felt like we were going too far. Gotcha. What'd you find? Shit, never mind. Blah blah, meeting notes, reports. Come on, I know you've got dirt in here, Charlie. Wait, you stole this thing without knowing there was anything bad on it? I mean, I didn't have specifics. Dude was way too squirrely not to be hiding some serious shit. Are you serious? You don't even have a lead? I've just got to find something big enough to be a whistleblower and not just like a criminal. It was just so savvy to leap first and come up with a plan on the way down. And putting us in danger while we're doing it. Ugh, I'm just seeing offshore accounts, golden parachutes for executive harassers, forged safety reports. Just? Run-of-the-mill corporate stuff, trust me. We need something juicier. Something we can use. She had a point. The only way out of this was to find something big enough to justify the whole property theft thing. Yeah, and when you live in a cyberpunk dystopia, there was Una's weird message. Or what would Azul do with a cache of internal Capra files? I want to ask all of these. I really, really do. Because, yeah, wasn't Charlie your friend? And you've been using him? Subtext, just like me. I mean, I'm not sure if we're gonna get the chance to ask all of these eventually. Wasn't Charlie your friend? What? You met him. Would you be his friend? I mean, I get you were nice to him because you had to be, but yikes. Oh, really? You're judging me right now? But he trusted you. Yeah, and that took a ton of work. I basically had to lobotomize myself to get through it. You're still too nice. Trust me, after a year in LO, you won't be. Oh, sorry, I do not want to become like you. And before you judge me, ask yourself how being nice is working. Oh, wow! Come on, Lena, you're distracting me from my search. Really? You must have had some Capra creeps in your car, right? I always take neocabs when they're wasted because their cars report everything back to the all-seeing eye. Yeah, I think I had one or two. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pause there for a second because it's ticking me off so much that she's like, you know, where does being nice get you? Like, she's blaming our economic situation, our social situation. Like, what? She's blaming that on Lena working a job where, you know, not having a blow-up fight with your customers is kind of the point. And instead of, you know, like, blaming passengers for overwhelmingly being entitled douchebags, you know, and, you know, making service industries being such a nightmare to work in. Like, that is just, you know, that is that sort of boneheadedness from privileged people. You know, you can't not be nice when you work in the service industry. When you have clients, like, yes, obviously, there are situations where you stand up for yourself. But a lot of the time, you can't. And Lena is definitely in a position of, you know, having to bite back a lot of what she maybe wants to say. And to blame that on her being too nice? That is such a shitty thing to say. That is such a shitty, shitty thing to say. Especially to her so-called best friend. Who, you know, is in this socioeconomic situation because of Capra. And Savvy just still doesn't connect the dots. She still doesn't get there. What you hear? What should I search? Hey Athena, search Sophie Lemieux. Yes, brilliant. Oh my god, are you seeing this? Documents spilled into the holospace in front of Savvy. If even one of them had something big. Pay dirt. Look, a report from Charlie. Some pilot program called Project Sophie. No way that's not shady, right? Well, it depends. Was it started before or after her death? Lena. This is... I thought back to my conversation with Azo. Were they wrong? Did Capra really have Sophie killed? I knew Capra would do anything to make sure Sophie's law passed, but this is cynical even for them. This is so fucked. What's it say? If this is just about the field grids, yeah. Capra acquired field grid a year ago. Total stealth acquisition, no public knowledge. So that's why Liam said they were handing them out at the protest. Are you serious? They've been harvesting my emotional data this entire time. Yours, mine, all in real time. A live diary of how we feel in our bones, streaming to the highest bidder. Oh, let's move that. I can't even say I'm surprised. The whole internet already spies on what we watch, where we go, and who we spend time with. Why would they stop there? Why not monetize the way we feel? That's not even the half of it. Listen to this bit on emotional priming. Each ad unit is customized to the viewer's current state, from passing billboards to holospace overlays to the backseat of every Capra car. Some sellers will want to target customers in negative or vulnerable states, while others cater to a relaxed or even an elated consumer profile. It's like when Uber knows how low your battery is and then raises the prices depending on how low you are. Blue users respond most strongly to commercial messaging for alcohol, junk food, or VR escorts. Status items and vacation packages if we're yellow. Of fucking course. Yeah, and of course they drive you straight into addiction. Fucking hell. What about red? Ads for security systems and political campaigns are most effective when tuned to the red end of the spectrum. That tracks, yeah. Which brings us to Project Sophie, their pilot program in electioneering. Wait, what? Listen to this. Our generative advertorial network creates customized images, slogans, and even full campaigns, so that we can proactively steer individuals into the desired effective state. Right. So they can push us into whatever color suits them, and then they push political campaign content. More or less. The neural net experiments on you until it knows your most reliable triggers. It's factored into their whole network. Billboards, music, even the ambient light timbre of a Capra capsule. Good thing I never fucking sleep in those. I was so thankful I told Liam not to share his photo. Who knows what they might have done with it? Which means whenever you pick up your phone or when you're taking that Capra card to your polling place, they're already priming me. Every article I read, every song I hear, every sign I pass. So when you're casting that vote, they'll have you exactly where they want you. How do they want me? Depends. Could be angry or scared, blissed out or pacified. Whatever moves you into their voting block. It all made a terrible kind of sense. This crosses a line, right? This is automated psychological manipulation. Election laws too. They've made every tiny micro advert an undeclared political message. And we've got the receipts. We've got the receipts. This is what we use to steal the final news cycle back from Capra. We leak this and it floods the zone. The vote is crazy close right now. If we wake up a few thousand pro-Capra sheeple, or just convince them to stay home, then boom. Capra's brand gets 2 black eyes and their car ban is dead in LO, probably everywhere. I could see it all playing out in my head. SAVY might just get away with it. Sophie's Law would fail, and I could keep my job, yeah, but the world would see how Capra abused their power. Maybe they'd even lose some of it. Now we just leak it to your contact, sit back, and watch. You should text them now. Wait, who are we leaking it to? Which contact? Don't ... me, SAVY. The one who gave you the password. She's like some ex-Capra whiz, right? Yeah, but unless you know someone better. Okay, so no, I thought of Liam. It seemed like he'd know what to do with this kind of thing. We are not throwing Liam under the bus for this. Like, you know, SAVY doesn't even, like, she didn't even build up any of her own context. Like, you know, a journalist, anybody who would be able to take the heat and who would be able to take the risk for publicizing something like this. She wants us to burn another of our contacts, throw under the bus another of our friends to make her the famous whistleblower? And like, yeah, how did you know that about Una? Is the other thing. Because I didn't tell her that. You told me about her. Or maybe I heard her name around Capra. I definitely did not frickin' tell her about her. You about her. We barely talked for the past 6 nights, remember? No, she's ex-Capra for sure. Look, don't worry about it. Something like this, I will worry about it. Just say it was an anonymous courier job. NeoCap does those, right? No one will ever know it was us. Are you with me or not? Whoa, buddy, don't... Give me a sec to think. Capra had made my life a nightmare, and the idea of them getting even more power through Sophie's Law made my stomach turn. And that SAVY and I, after all we'd been through, that we'd be the ones to stop them. Her eyes jumped to my feel-good. See? It feels good to fight back sometimes. I want to fight you right now. I mean, you know, SAVY's so sure that it's going to change something. But, you know, those people who are currently being primed to be complacent about this, I mean, if Capra controls what they see, they might not even see it. Capra could bury this. And even if it were plastered everywhere, then who's to say that it will really change something? Who's to say that the people will not just go on? But will it make any difference? Are you listening? Of course it will. Sophie's Law hands Capra a monopoly on our streets, and Los Ojos is just a prototype. The car ban will go national, then global, and Capra cars will fill the void. I'll need to find another job somehow. Or leave the city. I guess it's one more thing for Capra to take from me. Think bigger, Lena. With the global transport network and the fuel grid, they'll have a real-time map of humanity, inside and out. This is our only chance to stop them. I just want to know the specifics. I just want to know the specifics of this plan before we go for it, okay? So we just make sure we give the files to someone with a following, an influencer. Stop pushing for Liam. As long as they've got a following and are anti-Capra enough to take the heat. Then Sophie's Law goes down and Capra doesn't get total control of everyone. At least not right now. I mean, yeah, you have to let the public know. They have a right to know. Now it's the chance of a lifetime to take the stacked deck and reshuffle the cards in our favor just this once. There was just one major problem. Your face is still plastered on every billboard in the city. How are you going to make the handoff? My luck has taken me this far. You know you're not safe out there. It'll be fine. I'm willing to risk it. We just need to move quickly. Savvy, you aren't listening. I said I'm willing to risk it. You're taking a risk with both our lives. Wait, what are you trying to say? Wow, I guess this is the watershed, huh? I'm sad that I didn't ask her about trust fund maggots. I wonder what would have happened if I'd asked her that. Because, you know, telling Athena about Sophie Lemieux, like, cut that off. And I wonder what would have happened if we'd brought that up. I mean, Una said she's seen what happens when she tells us more about it. And I guess it wasn't good. I'm really tempted to just say you're on your own. I'm not sure what kind of... I mean, I'm not sure if we're like close to the ending here. I have no idea. And I don't know, I might go back and like, you know, go back to a previous save and then replay this in a different way. Just so we get the different endings. But I am really tempted to just... I mean, she's made us her mule. She's pushing for one of our friends to take the heat for all this. You know, like, she stole files without knowing for sure that there was something in there she could use. Without us, she wouldn't have thought, maybe, to search for Sophie Lemieux. We're not even super sure that this is actually going to sway public opinion in any significant way. And she's done all this without having an exit strategy. She's done all this without building up contacts, like I said, with, you know, reputable journalists or, you know, anybody else who can take the heat. And who has some measure of protection from Capra, which Liam does not have. And which perhaps not even Una has. So she's done all of this, not just without concern for her own safety, but without concern for the safety of a lot of other people. And she brought us here... I don't even know why she brought us here, to like witness the, I don't know, the victory of her glorious purpose or something? You're on your own, Savvy. If you insist on a suicide mission, I don't want any part of it. Lena, I need a driver. You're really not going to help at all? You need a driver? Yeah, you can be pretty disappointed in me all you want. Why? Because I don't want... Because you're abandoning me when I need you the most. When Radix needs you. Radix? What has Radix ever done for me? What do I owe Radix? But you're more concerned for yourself, aren't you? You'd rather play it safe. Are you trying to make me feel like shit? I mean, yeah, she's guilt tripping us hard. I'm not. I'm just being my honest self with you. Savvy? Go fuck yourself. How will we ever get as close as we used to be if I can't be honest with you? Oh, wow, that's just... Whoo! She's laying it on thick. You're like the least selfish person I know, and I was hoping we could do this together. Yeah, because you were banking on the least selfish person you know to sacrifice everything for you. After everything I've done for you, just give me this, okay? What have you done for me? This could go really, really badly for both of us. Then why are you here? I was worried sick about you. Is this about Capra, or... This was my idea to bring Radix to the next level, you know? No offense, but you, like, just got to LO, and I've been working my way up for months. Oh yeah, and I've been scraping the bottom of the barrel for years, Savvy. So I just need to do this my way, and then I can bring you in, okay? Yeah, like you promised me you'd meet me and then never do. I knew from years of watching people get pushed in and out of our little circle, Savvy always got her way. I remembered Una's final confusing message to me. Oh, so there we have it. There we have trust fund maggots. Okay, do we just say it first? I mean, I'm sure I get to search it as well. What about trust fund maggots? What'd you just say? The van thing we did? What made you think of that? She was looking at me so closely, it felt like the air around us went cold. Is something wrong? Sorry, I guess I'm starting to freak out a little bit, you know? Please let me have Athena search for it. I've been stuck inside this, like, human kennel for days. We've got it pretty cozy in here. Maybe I fucked up, but I'm kind of in it now. No turning back. Yeah, and you just dragged me into it without telling me. Hey, Athena, search trust fund maggots. A new folder flew open on her holospace. At first, all I saw was my name over and over again in the files. Then there were others I recognized. Liam, Ali, Una. I knew it, she's been spying on us. Even Klaus and Marek. What is this? It was just to keep you safe. You were spying on me. When I said I'd always have your back, I meant it. I'm sorry for giving her the voice I am right now, but as soon as my feel-good pulse deep violet, a new file appeared in the folder with a sick ping sound. Yeah, feel good to have a back door. Pretty wide open. Charlie showed me. Even more undocumented API. You've been tracking me? You've been listening to me and my packs this whole time? No, not at all. I just thought it'd help you. Help me how? When I stashed the file on it, I needed to make sure you were safe. So I could signal someone to come get it. Or tell a sworn where to find you if Capra was getting too close. I haven't even listened to anything, I swear. I had to see for myself. Hey, Athena. Seriously? Are we doing this now? Play audio, Liam. Do you think I could send you the picture? You can tell me what you think. I want to share it. I think it's important, but... So that's what Athena has on Liam. The blood rushed out of my face. I felt my knees wobble like I was going to be sick or pass out. I mean, I am furious, but mostly what that feels like is heartbreak. My heart broke at the betrayal. I don't understand why you do this to me. Do you even understand what a huge violation this is? Oh God, don't give me the sad puppy thing over this. You have nothing to worry about. Actually, evidently I do. It was just to keep tabs on the file. Yeah, on the file that you stashed on there and then gave it to me without even telling me. I swear, I haven't even looked at what I recorded. Yeah, but just the act of recording is a problem, Savvy. So now it's time. We'll leave the Capra files and go get a drink, okay? You don't get it, do you? I'm doing this by myself. You ditched me and then spied on me for days. Why would I go anywhere with you? All by yourself, huh? That's not happening. I've worked way too hard to just let you walk out of here without me. You're the one that's been transporting stolen dogs for days, remember? Wow. Yeah. And who knows what else is in these recordings. Oh, you're gonna report me now, huh? Don't make me turn you in. So everything had come down to this, finding out my best friend had betrayed me and then having to fight her just to be able to walk away. How was her feel grid still a calm green while mine glowed blue? Why was I the only one who felt like walking into the ocean? Yeah, because this is who she is. Are you blackmailing me right now? It's not like I want to. Yep, but you're still doing it. Bitch. Come on, this isn't us. We're better than this. No, I'm better than this. This is apparently who you are. And this isn't you trying to sabotage me. I know you're better than this because... I know you're better than you know yourself, girl. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. You know what I mean? I knew exactly. She knew all my secrets, all my fears, even before she'd spied on me. She knew exactly how to hurt me. But then again, I knew the same things about her, didn't I? If she was going to throw anything she could at me, maybe I had to do the same. Or at least try and get her to see the truth about how she treated me. It'd make her mad, and it might just make her give up. I forced myself to take a deep, centering breath. The smallest smirk flickered over her face, still lit in the green glow. You know, you've never really cared about anyone but yourself. Maybe it's because you're an only child or something. I want to strangle you right now. But you're not in this world alone, Lena. You rely on others too. That hot doctor, what's his name? Oh, don't you fucking bring Carlos into this. He's not that hot. No, he is. He's absolutely hotter than Savvy. You couldn't even spare a couple of bucks for his free clinic. Because we are skint fucking broke, Lena. Because you ditched me and I got called up by the cops. I'm not even reading this out anymore. I'm not. Wow. This is gaslighting 101. I mean, I would love to just tell her to shut up because I'm not sure which of these options is gonna make her see anything. I mean, this is still, you know, this is still chasing her approval. So yeah, it's between these two. You're just trying to guilt me into helping you. And it's not going to work. Because I haven't done anything wrong. Wow, you're so admirable. You should give talks at schools or something. Wow, it's incredible, like how she turns around when she doesn't get from you what she wants. She hadn't gotten to me and she knew it. I took a deep breath. Selfish? Oh, I don't have the energy to fight. Ah, god damn it. Yeah, I mean, we moved for her, and then she ditched us. Which was the only reason why we got stopped by that cop, and if we hadn't gotten stopped by that cop, and if we had some more money, then of course I would have donated to Carlos, for fuck's sake. You know, like that clinic, and also just, I mean, Savvy using that against us is just so shitty because that clinic is there for the people who cannot afford it. And in that moment, I mean, for one, we didn't know that we were getting an hour of therapy because Carlos didn't disclose that. And two, that clinic is there specifically for people to get care who can't afford it at the time. And if you can't afford it, you pay it forward. We could not afford it at that moment because, you know, if we had, we couldn't have afforded fuel the next day. We probably couldn't have, you know, we already had to sleep in our car once. We would have had to do it again. This is just wasting time. Whatever. I could tell she was just getting started. I felt like things could go either way. If I let her get to me, she'd never see the truth about herself. Nothing seemed to faze Savvy. Savvy looked like she was enjoying all this somehow. Like she was in her element. Yeah, because she's a manipulator and deceiver. This is what she loves. This is exactly why I left you in Cactus Flats. Oh, is it? Your emotions are out of control. Really? I get that you're sensitive and all this deep feeling stuff. But you've got to toughen up and rein it in, girl. Just stop calling me girl. And stop telling me to toughen up. It's like constantly walking on eggshells around you. Look, the one who's walking on eggshells around you is me. You didn't even defend me when Azul was talking trash. Oh, so you were listening. Guess you don't mind when someone sells out your best friend? You were listening. You just admitted it. You were listening. Meanwhile, I was in danger and risking my life for the cause, and I was risking my life looking for you. You're so volatile. You must scare half your packs off for good. Actually, I've got perfect rating. I mean, she just admitted that she was listening to my conversation with Azul. She just admitted that. I'm not going to rehash old fights with you right now. If you want to talk about what happened in Cactus Flats, we can. But not when we're both so upset. Setting boundaries. Good. Good. And we're moving further into the green. What, are you a Buddhist now or something? No, I'm just setting boundaries. Trust me, it gets old real fast. Oh god, I hate her. I hate her so much. Staying calm was keeping me centered. Exactly. And if we stay calm... She was saying truly awful things, but I was managing to keep my cool. I felt like I was getting through to her. Why push it? Oh, okay, so... Oh, okay, I thought so... I didn't have the energy to fight, which means we would have to be further in the red in order to do it like this, what we're trying to do. Because, I mean, you know, the stuff that we didn't get the chance to say before, you know, like... You know, selfish is ditching your friend the moment she moves for you, which... you know, would be showing her, you know, the consequences of her actions. So that's why I would go for it. But, you know, I'm volatile. A few days ago, you asked me to move here to be with you. But it's not letting me do that because we're too zen and it would start the fight up again, so... Fighting like this is pointless. Whatever. Ugh, I hate... Ugh! I knew there was no way she was going to stop piling it on now. I could almost feel her combing back through her past to find her next attack. I had to keep centered, or just make her mad enough to back off. It was like Savvy was wearing a mask. Nothing broke through. Savvy still had that self-important look on her face. You know what the shittiest part of this all is? Oh, more guilt trip? Yeah, come on, bring it on. Bring it on, bitch. It's that the moment I let you out of my sight, you'll undermine me. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? You pretend you're so innocent and sweet. But you'll do something bad as long as you'll know you won't get caught. What bad have I done? Especially to you. That's basically lying. You're a fraud. No, it's nothing like lying. At least I'm always real with you. She's just gaslighting me to hell and back. Those German tourists couldn't even tell if you were a human. Didn't she, you know... Attacking me isn't going to help you. Call me names so you can bully me into going along with you? Grow up. And stop provoking me! Wow, it's like I wasn't taking her bait and it was getting to her. Like, this is just... It's like DARVO 101. It's like she's giving a seminar. It was like her words bounced off me. Like, I could just see they weren't the truth. I mean, yeah. This isn't why I came here. Whatever. She was running out of steam, struggling to find one last barb she could throw at me. Whatever she came up with, I knew it was going to be desperate and mean. As if, you know, all the other stuff she said wasn't. But I was ready. It was like I knew her words were smaller than me somehow, cruel and petty and maybe not even really about me at all. I was like Savvy was wearing a mask. Nothing broke through. Yeah, she still had that self-important look on her face, we know. Lena, it's time to grow up. Stop being a meek little flower. What? Because right now your fear is keeping you from getting you what you deserve. Toughen up. Don't be such a weakling. How am I weak? I held it together this entire week. It's so sad that you're still scared of what people think of you or what might go wrong. When will you learn that sometimes following the rules just hurts people? Okay, this is going on the offensive. I mean, basically, like, in this moment you have to choose the responses that are, you know, not engaging with what she's saying. Not admitting anything, so it would have to be this one, I think. This has nothing to do with being meek or not. I just don't want anyone to get hurt, myself included. That's not being scared, that's being responsible. Wow, you're so admirable. Okay, it's just that song and dance again. You should mentor some use or something. I dodged her attack and she knew it. It was like her words bounced off me. Like, I could just see they weren't the truth. Okay, I wonder, do we have to, like... I'm not sure if we have to get fully to the center or if green is good. I don't know what you're trying to prove. Whatever. Okay, so still wearing a mask. Savvy opened her mouth that like she was going to say something, but for the first time since I'd known her, she didn't have some perfect comeback. She'd said things she could never take back. I mean, yeah, she called us a coward and a fraud and selfish. So had I. But I didn't regret a single word. Yeah, because we were just mirroring what she said. I can't believe how you're acting right now. I feel like I don't even know who you are. Yeah, but we finally know exactly who you are, Savvy. I'm sorry, I just need you, okay? She wiped her tears with her sleeve. Oh my god, and I realized I wasn't the one crying this time. It was actually okay. Then my eyes caught her feel good, a deep, angry red. Yeah, she's not sad. She's mad. She's mad that this isn't going away, but she's not actually crying because she's losing a friend or because she acted horribly. She's just angry. Of course. You can stop fake crying now. Your feel good is giving you away. What? It's probably just out of battery or the signal is messed up. Yeah, sure. Still, her tears suddenly dried up. Since when do we need this thing to know how we're feeling anyway? Oh god. No one knows me like you do. Oh wow, now she's going that direction with the gaslighting? This is incredible. It's why I love you. Why are we saying that to her? Why are we saying I love you too to her? But that doesn't mean what you think it means. Manipulating? Me? Lena, what's going on? I figured you out. The gaslighting is over. Yes! I'm going on my own. You'll thank me later. Wait, you can't do this without me. You stay here. I'll text you the deets when I'm done. Oh my god. Oh, this feels so good. I left before she could say one more word. Oh my god. I chucked the laptop. We took the laptop. I chucked the laptop under my arm and got back in my car. I had to get out of here. Fast. Yup, drive. There was too much making me want to stay and too much trouble waiting for me if I did. Yeah, no, we are not going back into that freaking shipping container. What was going to happen to Savvy? Maybe she'd get off with a lighter charge and she didn't have the stolen property anymore? I mean... Or maybe that would just make Capra more vengeful. I eyed my feel good, probably still listening to my every word. It wasn't too late for me to end this. One quick toss out of the car and it'd be smashed against the pavement. I rolled down the window and took a deep breath. If I ever wanted to really hurt Savvy, I could just tell her what it smelled like in that little hideout. With the feel-good destroyed, it'd be over and done with. My link to the whole ordeal would be erased. But so would Capra's crimes. Oh, so everything... Okay. So... the files are still on the field grid. They didn't copy over to the laptop. We just took it so that Lena wouldn't have access to it anymore. Okay. I stuck with the plan. Fine. Capra needed to be held accountable. After all they'd done to me, I was more than happy to be the one to do it. Liam would know exactly what to do with the Capra documents, how to make sure they were seen, and as for all of Savvy's files on me... Once I wiped the laptop, it'd actually be a pretty nice thing to have around. Yeah, and honestly, I mean, fuck it, if Savvy gets arrested, that's the consequences of her action doing knock-knock Joes. So I did it! I took down Capra! All from the seat of my trusty, beat-up Neo cab. And all I had to do was let their own words out into the light of day. The leaked documents broke just days before the vote on Sophie's Law. Suddenly, all anyone could talk about was how Capra had sold out our field grids. And whether poor Charlie had really deserved to be practically chased out of the city by an online mob. Well. But the one thing everyone agreed on, Capra couldn't be trusted to take over every street in LO. So it all ended. Sophie's Law failed the vote, Capra had to agree to the smallest bit of public oversight, and Savvy was cleared of her charges. All good things, I guess. And I still have my job. But there was nothing really keeping me in Los Ojos anymore, was there? Hey, so I wasn't going to text you for a while, but I thought of a way we can work things out. I have a new piece of info that I think changes everything. Can't say more than that now. Are you off work? Text me when you are and I'll tell you where to meet. Are we just putting that away? I had the perfect reply. I blocked Savvy's number. I want to see the reply. But I didn't even send it. I'd always done whatever she wanted me to do. I couldn't even remember a time I'd said no to her, even when I should have. And that other night, that was the first time I'd wondered, well, what if I did? What if I said no? And I wouldn't say it felt good, but that it felt right. I love you, Savvy. No. I was ready to leave LO for good. But one last PAX couldn't hurt, right? One more for the road. Okay, I tell you what. I'm going to save here. We have 1 out of 3 rights, so we have 2 rights we can do tonight. I'm going to let it save here, and I'm going to do another episode in 2 weeks with a finale of this, because that's gonna be Boxing Day. So what a treat to have a final episode of this first series of my Let's Play series on Boxing Day. So we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna draw up. Let's see. I'm gonna look at the map, and I'm gonna take a lovely little screenshot, provided it's going to let me. There we go. And I'm gonna put this out for a poll. I'm gonna put it out for a vote. Who you want to see in 2 weeks. Yeah, this episode was incredible. We had that confrontation with Savvy. We got through it perfectly. We took down Capra. Or, well, at least knocked it down a peg. And I think that's incredible. When I upload this episode, I'm going to slap the heaviest trigger warnings on this for gaslighting and DARVO and, just a friend acting like an absolute douchebag. But I hope that if you watch it, that you'll enjoy it and that you'll feel as much vindication as I am feeling right now. And then for the final episode, we're just going to have us a little bit of a cruise with 2 friends. I mean, possibly we can do all 3, because usually, when we have the right quota for the night, we can still push on. So we might even manage all 3, but just in case we can only do 2, I'm going to do a poll on YouTube and on Twitter. And you know, like on my Patreon, just basically everywhere, so that, you know, we have a list of who we definitely want to see in case we can't swing by everyone. Oh my god. I need some tea. I need some tea. Well folks, that was it today for another episode of Grumble Plays Neocab. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a like if you did, and if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, go do that now. Hit the bell icon to be notified whenever a new video goes up. I post new gaming content almost every week. I'm currently working on another Dishonored ambience video, and I'm also hard at work at getting the script and the gameplay and the voiceover together for part 2 of the Dishonored essay series. Hoping to post that next week. You can find me on Twitter at _AnnaMarabella, and if you'd like to support me and this channel, do check out my Patreon at patreon.com/AnnaMarabella or my Ko-fi at ko-fi.com/Grumble. That's all from me this week. I hope you're all keeping well, that you're staying safe, taking care of yourself and your loved ones. And all that's left for me to say is, have a lovely day. Bye!